This next question is, what is the best speaker setup to go with? Well, it really depends on your particular application. If all you're doing is listening to music, then a couple of speakers is more than enough. Although I would go with a subwoofer as well along with those two speakers. So instead of a 2-speaker setup, go with a 2.1 speaker setup so you have those two speakers and the subwoofer. Now you can also go with 4 speakers, which is a quadraphonic setup. You've got 2 in the front and either 2 in the side or 2 in the back, depending upon how you want to position them. Also, if you're going with a gaming kind of setup, I would go with either a 5.1 speaker setup, which would be a total of 6 speakers. You've got 2 in the front, you've got either 2 in the back or 2 in the side and the center, as well as a sub. And of course, if you also really want to go hardcore in a gaming setup, go with a 7.1 setup, where you've got a total of 8 speakers, 2 in the front, 2 in the side, 2 in the back, a center, and a subwoofer. Myself, I have a 5.1 setup, which is a total of 6 speakers. Now, a lot of people, of course, couldn't be bothered with a 5.1 setup or speakers at all. They go with a headset or headphones, which is perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, that's a good option if you are very close to somebody else, maybe in a dorm room, or maybe a very close neighbor. Maybe you live in a town house kind of situation where the walls are thin and you don't want to be disturbing your neighbors with your music and your gaming and that type of thing. A headset or headphones is also another perfect option. But again, it really depends on what you are doing. And I would personally, if you have the money, go and get a setup like I have. Get a home audio setup where you get the receiver separate, the speaker separate, and the subwoofer separate, because that will give you really the best quality sound overall. You can go with these packaged speakers. You can get those out of the box where everything's in the box, and you can bring it home and you've got those plastic casings on the speakers. That's fine, it's okay for the most part. But if you really want to crank it and hear what you can't hear from a regular type of inexpensive speaker setup, then go with some kind of home audio equipment. And you don't have to go all out. You don't have to go really expensive. I didn't. And for a few $100s you can get something that will last for a very long time, and it will sound just amazing. I hope this answers your question, and keep your questions coming.